My name is Charlie Arreola. I am a fifth-year cyclist with team Puro Pinche Papi. I'm riding to honor my cousin Justo. When I was growing up, unfortunately, Justo passed away. I was about 4 years old, and we were told that he died of cancer. And it wasn't until 2015 when I came out to my dad that I learned the real reason Justo died. Justo died to complications to AIDS. And it wasn't until that winter that I learned about AIDS LifeCycle, and that's the moment I knew that that's how I was gonna honor Justo's life. I was gonna ride for people like him. He was a undocumented factory worker working in downtown LA, and every day during the ride, I would always think about him. I couldn't imagine what it must have been like having tested for HIV at a time when resources weren't available for most of the community, not to mention undocumented folks. I'm here because I want to make sure that our communities are visible, that we're stepping up for ourselves, and that we are educating communities so that stories like Justo don't continue to happen.
My name is Alfredo III. I'm a first-year rider, and I'm part of the team Puro Pinche Papi. So when I was 20 years old, I went to the emergency room because I had a fever, and I left the hospital finding out that I was living with HIV. The hardest part was I needed to tell my high school sweetheart, who we've been together for 5 years, that we were both living with HIV. We both processed the diagnosis differently, and I was lucky enough to have mentors that helped me get resources to get treatment. And unfortunately, my partner, Michael, didn't have the mentors, wasn't able to access resources. And unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 25 due to complications related to AIDS. If I could sum up Michael in one word, it'd be bold. He was really funny and charismatic, and he was an artist. Unfortunately, Michael didn't feel comfortable enough to talk to his friends and family because he was worried about what they would think about him because he was living with HIV. And unfortunately, it's that stigma and that fear that caused him to be silent, that when he finally went and asked for help, it was too late, and there is not much that they can do to help him. I'm super thankful that there are places like the SF AIDS Foundation and the Los Angeles LGBT Center that has staff that are able to help people navigate the complex system here in the US so that they're able to get these life-saving treatments, because not everyone is able to access those resources. So I'm writing to honor Michael, to honor myself, and to make it so that we live in a world where everyone has access to treatment, regardless of their age, sex, gender, their nationality. Everyone should have access.
When we created Puro Pinche Papi, we really wanted to be intentional to create a space for BIPOC communities. We wanted to have a space where we can openly talk about the challenges within Latinx, AAPI, and Black and African American communities. So I really lean on my team to be there when times get tough, when you can make a joke that everyone in the group will get, when you can be authentically yourself, and when you know that folks in our community are directly impacted or know someone that's directly impacted just statistically because of who we are. The AIDS LifeCycle is way more than just a bike ride. I like to describe it as a journey. It is a journey not only from San Francisco to LA, but a deep interpersonal journey where you are gonna ask yourself a lot of questions that maybe have never come up. Feelings or emotions or thoughts will bubble up because it is just an amazing feeling knowing that so many people, over 3,000 people every year, care so much about eradicating HIV and AIDS, and we're all in this together. We're all here to make sure that one less person, that no one in the future will either get diagnosed, and if so, they're treated so that we no longer lose a life to AIDS.
Hey everyone, Papi Charlie and Papi Alfredo, and we're here with Puro Pinche Papi, riding with our heart and souls for every mile.
What's motivating me right now is knowing that every dollar that we raise and every mile that we're riding is getting us closer to the goal of a future where there are no new HIV infections.
And I'm thinking about all those people of color that are disproportionately impacted, and we're fighting for them. Chulo, papi, papi, ven a mí. Papi, papi, papi chulo, papi, 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 ven a mí.